babies. You ever wondered why you always meet the same person in the same spirit? You feel as though like every time you're going into another relationship that it's the same person in the same bodies? But what if I told you that your lovers from the past lives, are going into different spirits to find you? What if I told you, loves, that familiar spirit that you feel, that you know someone, is actually the person from your past life? Let's going back to like 50,000 BC. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna find out, collective. And you always had that sexual energy to you. You always had that fierce energy to you that a person can never forget. They can't even rest. They can't even sleep because they need you. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to dive into your past lives together, okay, sweetie pies? Because I'm telling you, you just ever feel so familiar, like when you're with somebody and it's just so naturally that you feel so connected with them as if you guys knew each other. You feel me? Because what if I told you? You did. Okay? Yes, this person in every lifetime finds you, looks for you, and they cannot rest until they get you. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes they lose a lack of faith because they try to find you. But some of them want to contain you. They want to keep you monitored and watch you. And then others want to come back to you to make things right in the new life with you. But the lack of faith sometimes, because you are a free-spirited person, you know what I'm saying? You're a very free-spirited person. So you're always on the go. You're always on the move, you know what I'm saying? Catch me if you can type of energy. Like, and they know that about you. Like, they know that about you. And that's what they chase in every lifetime. So we're going to read your cards, okay? Because this is definitely what it definitely is, okay? So you have always just had the support and love from this person. They've always been just this divine love energy towards you. And literally, like, sometimes they just lose control and don't have the discipline to really, like, not allow you to be free in your power, in your control. So, like, you've had past lovers, people who you had children with in past lives, but it's just they couldn't really just sometimes let you just be in your power because they wanted to contain a lot of that. So when you feel like you are literally meeting the same spirit, like there's the same person in the same body, it definitely is, okay? It definitely is. And then you just wonder, it's beyond just having a type, baby. It's beyond just having a type. Like, it's beyond that. It goes deeper. It goes to your past lives, okay? And you got many people coming amongst you, okay, goddess? You understand what I'm saying? And it's literally just telling you, like, yo, you had to retreat from certain individuals who reminded you of people who you've always attracted to. You would have to just step back, and because you've always been the goddess that's always been like, I'm not going for that. Even a god, you know what I'm saying? As the man, you've always been a person like, yeah, no, I'm standing 10 tall on my stuff. I cannot be in control. You know what I'm saying? I cannot be controlled, okay? You love me as I am, not what you want me to become. You know what I'm saying? So that's what a lot of the issues that you've been going through with certain men and women, you feel as though they're limiting you, and you don't like to feel limited because you're a free spirit, okay? So yeah, you just went through many ego death. Currently, like, you're going through so many ego death right now, and you have been just really just trying to, you're your metamorphosis, end of the cycle, to be honest. Like, you're trying to end the cycle of attracting familiar people who do not want you to grow. Because now you have past life lovers who genuinely loved you and lost you in time, and they're trying to find you, so they lose the hope of finding you. They like, I don't think I'm going to find her. They kind of get a little sad because they got that feeling within inside them that doesn't sit right, even in every lifetime. But men are persistent. They're going to keep trying. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep coming at you. They're going to keep trying to find you no matter what no matter what's in their way or whatever like that. They're very persistent, okay? But you had a lot of arrogant men. A lot of arrogant men that was attracted to you. A lot of arrogant men, egotistical, arrogance, carelessness. Like, they were just literally just in competition with you. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever felt every time you met the same person in the same body, they always felt like they in competition with you? You're just telling yourself, like, you feel like the same person that I just got out of a relationship with. You know what I'm saying? It just, you're not going for that. You know, you've always been that person who never went for that type of behavior. You never went for someone trying to dim your light. You know what I'm saying? You got that Lilith energy. You understand what I'm saying? You're choosing happiness over just settling for less. You're not choosing the same people from the past who just wants you to, like, to tame your fire. You know what I'm saying? Instead of amplifying your fire. You don't want to settle for less. You're withdrawing for everything, okay? You're withdrawing and you're trying to realign with vibrations and frequencies that align with you, not the ones who want to control you. You know what I'm saying? So, man, see, you know what I'm saying? So, and then you had the lovers from the past that were definitely tempted by other women, tempted by other things and addictions, and that played a role. That played a role in losing you in that past life. Is why they're so persistent now in finding you. They're so persistent on finding you. Like, bro, I don't care. It's something in me. You know what I'm saying? But that's let me tell you. You know what I'm saying? But you're at the end of the day, like, this is where you're telling you're detaching. You're detaching from people like that. You know what I'm saying? That you attract. Because sometimes what we attract is not always what we need. But like I said, it be spirits hopping in different bodies. You know what I'm saying? To get you again. They're either going to get you again to change, or they're going to get you again to try to confuse you. They're going to get you again to try to keep you trapped. So they just have this fear of commitment. You know what I'm saying? Still that inner fear of commitment to real. They don't understand. What's something else that my collective needs to hear? What's something else the collective needs to hear? They get doubtful, like I said. They get doubtful that they literally cannot. Sometimes they be looking for you, or they know you're not going for it this time around. You're meant for more. You're not just meant to just be a wife and just being condemned by somebody or a husband. You're meant for so much more. You're not just meant to just cut out your dreams just for somebody. You're meant for so much more. And they know that in this lifetime you're not playing around. So they get doubtful sometimes, you know what I'm saying? They get a little bit they get a little doubtful on you. They're like, bro, this girl ain't falling for this boy, ain't falling for nothing that I got to say. They're not falling for nothing, baby. They're not falling for nothing, okay? But in this midst of it, you're still building inner strength. You feel what I'm saying? You're working on certain weaknesses that you have for the people that you are attract in your past life. Because you know, when you have a past lover, you feel like this undying pull towards them. And that undying pull towards them, sometimes when the person is like not, he hasn't healed. So, you know what I'm saying? So he's came back and hasn't healed. So, but that you have this pull towards him. But you're building up that inner strength within yourself to just not fall again for your type. And it's beyond that type. It's that same person from that past life. So you be seeing how certain people be acting the same and all that different type of stuff. Is because, baby, that's the same person. The same bloodline, baby. I'm telling you. But definitely through solitude. You're in solitude right now. You're kind of like, you know what? I keep attracting the same people. It's time for me to recalibrate, do some meditation, rest, and relax for myself, because I keep attracting the same people, and it's the same spirits. Like I told you, they're coming. So you're distancing yourself, okay? I love you guys. Remember, baby, work on them chakras, baby. Keep continuing to deny these people until they come right, they come correct this lifetime, okay? Because they know we not playing around. You not playing around, okay?